Keeping on the come up with a 211 in my mind, persuaded by the devil, gripping on my black plastic now. Searching for a lick that I can hit with murder in my soul. Swinging bending corners in the 67 Elko.
According to Chapter 957, Rouge de Xebec was one of the first people whom had a name featuring the D initial. Blackbeard is known as the one and only Marshal de Teach. My theory is that Blackbeard is Rouge de Xebec's son. Blackbeard has a strong belief in fate and the dreams of men, truly taking the concept to heart. Seeing how he is 40 years old and Rouge died 38 years ago, should Rouge have been his father, his death would leave the 2-year-old Blackbeard on his own, which would be in line with the depiction of a poor kid Blackbeard that Oda released previously. The theory works in a very simplistic manner. Rouge had a 2-year-old son, Blackbeard, when he died, and Blackbeard believing the dreams of men never end wasn't just a reference to his own will but to the overall dream of his father, Rouge, and the passing of their will via the D Inatol. Details that support this are slowly appearing. For starters, Blackbeard has displayed a similar hunger for world domination and terrorist approach to power acquisition as Rouge, and in turn could be living similar to him, as that is what is necessary for such a dream. Secondly, Rouge collected all of the Rouge pirates on Beehive Island. Beehive Island is now currently occupied, and owned by the Blackbeard pirates. Blackbeard could be occupying such an island due to his familiar connection. Furthermore, Rouge's full name is Rouge de Xebec and Blackbeard's ship is called the Sabre of Xebec. This doesn't seem to be meaningful initially, but upon hearing the name of Rouge it is alarming. Rouge has basically been wiped from history with the exclusion of memories from older Marines, so there is no way Blackbeard simply studied him to acquire the ship name. A coincidence also seems far too unlikely. A familiar bond would be more likely and more logical. Both the acquisition of the island and the ship's naming could be Blackbeard's act of honoring his deceased father. This, as well as his dream ideology, being a D-clan member, and the overall similarities that he seems to have to Rouge's description, makes Blackbeard seem almost identical to the modern-day version of Rouge. When the Marine executed Gold D. Roger, anyone known to him was also being hunted down, especially with the rumors of him impregnating a woman. There was a search for the woman. Likewise, I think after the fall of the Rouge pirates, the Celestial Dragons ordered the Marine to search for any blood-related heir to Rouge de Xebec and to execute them. So like Rouge changed Ace's name to protect him from the Marine, is it possible the same could be said about Marshal de Teach?